Hi everybody. Good morning. Good morning, and happy Tuesday. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping here. And I will be right with you. And let me make sure I'm live. If you're just popping in, grab your favorite beverage because settle in. We're going to have some fun in the next 45 minutes. Volume down. I see a few people popped in. Good morning, Charlotte. How are you? Good morning, you guys. I'm so excited to be here today. It seems like it's been a really long week and it's only Tuesday. How does that happen? There's our sweet Tracy. How are you? Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on my segment of Craft Round the Clock. We're going to be spending the next 45 minutes together. If you're new to me, I'm Mary LaFay with Vintage Retail Therapy and Diva Designs, because we did open a new page specifically for my stencil line. So if you love stencils like I do, you're going to want to hop over there. But today we're going to do, I love functional art. I'm at that age where I just don't have room to keep stuff around. So if it doesn't serve another purpose, it's got to go. So we started with this box. It was just a plain wooden box. I've had it forever. Happy Tuesday, Maria and Cheryl and Lisa and Michelle. And it does have a lid. The lid is here. And of course I did some prep work so that we could actually get this project done in 45 minutes. So I'm actually going to, am I going to sit down? No, I'm not going to sit down. We're going to start with some stenciling. Big surprise.
Wait a minute, I'll sit down.
You'll sit down? Oh, you came here to work.
I don't want to work.
He came here to help. Miss Ruth is on a little bit, I hate to say sick leave. She's not sick, but she did have some surgery. So she's recouping. Hey, Robbie, good to see you.
I talked to her this morning.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, I have 45 minutes, so shoo.
So go away.
Unless you're going to help.
I'm not helping.
You need to go pack some orders. We do have a brick and mortar here in Fallbrook, California, San Diego County. Hey, Catherine, good to see you. Michelle and Tony Doss, good morning. Plain wooden box. I added some paper from the new Decoupage Queen collection. This one is called Flowers and Lace. It is number 3335 in an A4 size. I just love it. It has a little bit of everything. It's very, very soothing to me. So I actually split the paper in half, and there were no birds harmed in the filming of this. I actually got all his wings and all his legs, so my private group ladies, just take a chill pill because the whole bird is here. Just saying, let the record show. Ruth is doing better. She is recuperating. So I put half on here. It didn't quite make it. I am going to paint that in, though. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll do that afterwards. Hey, Cheryl and Sarah and Jean, good morning. All right, so the other two sides, we're going to stencil this. Let me quit yakking. Just so that, let me know if you can see that in the camera. We're going to do two different stencils, and I've already done the other side. We are going to be using, oh, I didn't top coat that. I can top coat that really quick. Let me top coat this really quick. Zippity, zippity, zippity quick. We are going to be putting some molds on there. Hang on. Thank you so much for sprinkling, Kelly. You guys, we are 7 friends away from 21,000. I restarted my page. I lost it when I was at 12,000 followers 4 years ago. And I restarted my page. And you guys, I would love, if you are not following, you can make sure that you are. But if you are not, we are 7 friends away from 21,000 followers, which is our next big milestone. And I would love for it to happen today. So please, if you don't mind, do all the things for me. Help a sister out. All right. There's our Nancy. How are you? All right. So let's start with a little bit of stenciling. We're going to be using my Harmony stencil. Those of you who are new to me, I have over 30 designs in my stencil collection. We are looking for retailers. If you'd like to be a retailer for our stencils, also affiliates and content creators. Message me, and there is actually an application on our website, #website. You can apply to be a retailer. So I'm using a little bit of brown. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, just 7 people away, and I know there's at least 7 people on here who are not following our page. You may think you are, but sometimes Facebook unfollows accounts that they think you're not watching. So we're going to be on the Diva Designs page. We're going to be doing a lot of tips and tricks for stenciling. So I don't want to take too much time, but offloading is one of the biggest factors why people don't have success. Thank you, Prims and Needles, for stencils, because they just don't offload enough. So I start with a little pounce, and we just go into a little swirly whirly. This is my Harmony stencil. I'd like to say it's one of my favorites, but if you know me, I say that of just about all of them. They're like my kids. There's over 30 designs in our collection. There are 5 more coming in the next month. All right. So what's nice about this is actually the lyrics and words to Amazing Grace, but in French. And these lines, there's registration marks here, so you can continue them down. And these lines, every other line will fit in between here. So if you wanted to put them together, you totally good. You totally could. You totally good. You totally good. All right, let's keep going. Just going to dry this just a little bit. And you see how easy that is. And then I'm just going to add this here. And we're going to do that one more time. One more time. And then we're going to layer this. We are going to add another stencil, a layered stencil, on top of this stencil. Which, let me know in the comments if you've ever done that. Karen loves this stencil. It is, I am saying it again, it's one of my favorites. But it really is. It really is. It really is. I just think it's a great background. A lot of times stencils play the major role in a design, but a lot of the times they play a great background. So look at how great that looks, right? Easy peasy. Let's give that a little dry. A little bit of dry. Thank you for sprinkling, Michelle. Good morning, Connie. Good to see you guys here. I'm so glad you're joining me. Hi, Kay. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right, French Quarter, another one of my favorites. This really is one of my favorites. I'm not lying, it really is. I'm gonna try to center this. I've already done it on that side. So, just trying to get it in the same spot, which I'm thinking will be right about here. And maybe I should get another piece of tape. You think? You think? You think? I think so. Of course, you can find all these products from today's project on our website. #website, one word, no spaces. Will get you a direct link into your Facebook Messenger. And I think this is a little off center. Now it's going to drive me cuckoo bananas. So. I'm going to move it up just a pinch. Just a pinch, a pinch, a pinch. Thank you, Connie. All right, now we're using a new product from the Pentart line. Just came out, it's called Structure Plaster. This is the first time I used this, and I gotta say I do really like it, and I'll tell you why. Unlike the modeling paste, it has a little bit of texture in it. So, and it does mix really nicely with paint. Really nicely with paint. So I just put a little bit of paint, because I already did one side yesterday. I put a little bit of paint in there, and I didn't need very much. Typically when you put, hey Robin, typically when you put a paint into a white substance, it takes a lot of paint unless you're using pigments, right? Because the white dilutes the color. Well, with the structure paste, it was very, very easy to color it. So, and it does have some grit to it. So it's almost like a textured stencil. I don't want to have to mix anymore, so I am going to start on this side and just work all the way across. It's very smooth and very easy to apply. You can hear a little bit of that grip. I think I'm gonna have just enough. Just enough. Hey, Christy. There's our Molly. A lot of my private group ladies are here. Shout out to you guys, my super supporters. All right, look at that. Easy peasy. Again, it's got a nice sandy texture in it, and it dries fairly quickly. I think I put this a little lower than I did on the other side. Oh well. I'm just going to scrape off that excess because it'll make it a little bit easier to wash afterwards. Again, that's the structure paste, the Pentart structure paste. We do have it in our shop. There's not a whole lot of them, but there, I want to say there's about 6 or 7 of them. So if it's something you think you can't live without, you could go check it out. All right, let's do that. I am going to wipe this off just a little bit. Look at how fun that is, right? Super duper fun. Good morning, Marilyn. So my favorite way to use stencils is a little bit here and a little bit there, not necessarily the whole design on one portion of my board or my canvas. I kind of like to pick out bits and pieces, and sometimes I create new designs just by using different bits and pieces of stencils. Yes, 7 people away from 21,000. If you're not following, I would love for you to follow. Let's give that a little bit of a dry, and I think I am going to sit down. Okay. Super easy. Let's see what our time is. I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. So I think now, instead of sitting here drying this, you can already see we've done one on that side, and I wanted it to be kind of stay on the neutral side. You know, and I really debated about pulling out one of the colors in here because there's a lot of colors in here. There's pink. On this side, there's a little bit of coral. And I did take the IOD. I'm also an IOD retailer, and I did take the trimmings. I always have to look. Trimmings 3 mold, and I put it around the top. Okay, so I've already done that last night, and I painted it. Thank you so much for sharing. It so does help. We are going to stick this right here in front of my fan so that I don't have to sit there and dry it. And then let's zhuzh up the top a little bit. So there's our trimmings 3. Here's where I need your help. Do we paint it in cowgirl coral, or do we leave it in this color, which is the DIY crinoline, and maybe add some antiquing wax to it, or there's 3 options because we're ladies and we like options. Or do we paint it in the delicate metallics in rose gold? Put your answer in the comments, and then we'll see. We'll see which one we'll do, okay? Good morning, sweet Candace. Let's decoupage the top. This was what I had left over from that paper. So I really didn't have a lot. I mean, I could have pieced it all in. I could have gotten it, but scraps are gold, and I say that all the time. I had this left over from a bunny project. There was actually a really cute bunny in there. Wax, Barbara's saying wax. So you're saying leave it in the crinoline color. All right, we have 2 rose golds. We have 2 rose golds. So I took out this bunny. The project is way over there. If I have a minute, I'll go get it. But I'm just going to use the scraps of this because there's a lot of meat on this. So I've already taken 1 corner, and I am actually going to cut this. We have a lot of rose gold lovers out there. Come on, put in your votes. I see 1 for coral. I love the DIY cowgirl coral. It is really pretty. Any of them. Karen is taking, she's being Switzerland right now. Any of them are good. I don't usually cut my paper, but in this case, because I am going to use that corner, I'm going to cut it. And I actually had a palette that had some liquid patina in it right here. So I'm going to use that. We have a lot of rose gold, I think rose gold is winning. All right, where did I say I was going to put this? I think I was going to put this here. Hang on. And then maybe add that there. Yeah, this will go here. So I'm just using my liquid patina for decoupage. It is my favorite medium to decoupage with. It's kind of like a threefer. It's a transfer gel, it's a top coat, and it's a decoupage medium. So one product that does three things. It's just a huge workhorse in my arsenal. All right, so it goes on top of my paper, under my paper. All right, now let's take the next piece. Ooh, DIY coral, Tina says. All right, let's take this off here, because then I don't have to sand it. It's one less thing I have to do. And I'll go right into that corner. I'll go right into that corner. You guys, we are over 700 friends on the new stencil page, Diva Designs. If you're not over there, you need to go check it out, because there's going to be, especially those of you that are not comfortable with stenciling, there's going to be a bunch of tips and tricks. There's going to be some lives on there, a bunch of goody stuff. A bunch of good stuff. Lots of shenanigans. It's so happy, right? It just screams spring. And this is how I'm going to navigate around here. I'm actually going to pull this out here. So, and I'm okay if I don't either get it covered all the way, because I can fill that in with paint. And I'm actually going to navigate. I tried to take the knob out because that would be the easy way, but for some reason this was stripped. I couldn't get it out. How did you get the top of your suitcase up? Oh my gosh, Molly. I'll have to show you guys how I did that. Basically, if you sew, you could do it. If you don't sew, you could still do it. Basically, I just ripped all my corners and then I just decoupaged them in a little at a time. Hi, Lorraine. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for sprinkling. Make sure you're following 7 friends away from 21,000. It's been a long 4 years, you guys. I was absolutely devastated when I lost my page and had to start over. I was one of the first, now you hear about her all the time, but I was one of the first that got hacked. Now everybody knows all the scams, but yeah, I definitely fell for a scam. I hate to say, it was quite stupido. They were like, your page, I still remember the day like it was yesterday. Your page is going to be deleted, but follow these steps. And I was like, okay. It was like, bam, it was gone. I cried for 6 months. Sorry, that's our shop phone going. Let's cut that out right there. Let's cut that. There we go. Boom! Oh my gosh, my poor husband. I cried literally for 6 months. I started another page right away. At the time they said you couldn't have more than one page under your personal name. I don't know if that's still the case. So I was like, babe, I'm taking your page. So, oh my gosh, I took his page and I started again. All right, so I have a little spot here. I did want to add, should have put my flowers the other way. I guess it really doesn't matter. Really, it kind of goes every different way, doesn't it? There is a little bit of typography in this paper that I do really like, and I don't know if I'm going to add a bird. I actually cast this bird. I had 12,000 followers, just a little over 12,000 followers at the time. So I had worked hard, really hard. Do we like this bird here? I don't know, I'm not sure. I think he's kind of intrusive, so maybe not. Maybe we'll save him for another project. But I do want to add this right here, this little. Oh, work is distracting, Linda. I tell you what, those dang jobs, they get in the way of our fun sometimes, don't they? Yeah, I was just absolutely mortified. Like I said, I cried for 6 months. But I started again right away. Quitting was never an option for me. So here we are, 4 years later, 7 people away from 21,000 friends. Well, we did start a new page last week. Specifically for my stencil designs. And let's see, there's a little butterfly there that I think would be really cute. Maybe we could put that in there. So we're going to be going live there. And if you struggle with stencils, it's going to be the perfect place for you to hang out, because we're going to be doing everything from beginner projects to advanced projects. So, thank you, Lorraine. Patty, you remember that? Oh my gosh, it's mortifying. Let's see, I could put something there too. I don't think I want to put any more flowers. I think I want to leave a place for your eye to rest. And I think this is going to be it right here. Let's put this down and see. So very much how I layer stencils, I also layer papers. All right, sorry I'm missing your comments, everybody. Hey, Lori. Welcome to our new friends. If you're new, please let us know. I know one of my shenanigators will love to welcome you. And if you're not part of the Craft Round the Clock group, it is literally 24/7. 24/7. I don't want to cut that. I'm going to let that dry and then sand that down. Right. Look at that. Right, it's probably backwards to you. I thought I had the flowers the wrong way, but now that I'm looking at the words, it's not. It is not, so there you go, yay me. I wish I could have gotten the top off. You're new, Teresa, welcome. Teresa, I have one of our followers, her name is Tana, same last name. I don't know if you guys are related. Candace, Facebook kicked you out. Wah, wah. I tell you what. That dang Mr. FB. All right, let's see what our time is. Oh, I got plenty of time. Welcome, Teresa. I'm so glad that you're joining me today. I love using all the things. Mixed media is my jam, and I will apply it on anything I can get my hands on, whether it's jewelry, right? We made this in our private membership group. Jewelry or wood or windows or furniture. I started out as a furniture artist with our old page. We had a very big shop. When the pandemic hit, we actually closed our big shop and we moved up here. So we went from 1,800 square feet to 800 square feet, but we're jam-packed with goodies. Jam-packed. And I think I'm going to cut this with my X-Acto knife, because if I sand that down, I'm running the risk of ruining my molds on the side. Thank you, Carol. I have a piece drying over there. I have the bottom. You stumbled on me? That's a great stumble. Thank you, Ginny. See, there you go. There's a happy accident. Who is this crazy girl? Hit that follow button. Come and join us on our shenanigans. I am live twice in my membership group. We do exclusive content, have challenges and prizes, and you get group discounts. And then I'm typically live twice on this main page. So there's plenty of chances to get sick of me. Thank you, Kelly. That's so sweet of you. All right, so did we decide? Is it going to be Cowgirl Coral? Or I think most of you voted for the pink. I have to make a note to myself to take that out of inventory. You'll love Mr. Stink. My husband joins me on Friday nights, date night with the Mr. and Mrs. And we've affectionately nicknamed him Mr. Stink Eye. Because a lot of the things that I like, he doesn't like. Every time I distress something, he likes it better the other way. Every time I add too much stuff, he don't like it. So, and he gives me stink eye. You love stumbles. You're good at the real thing, yeah. So I am going to top coat this. This is already dry, which is wonderful. Because then I'm not waiting around for it to dry. So let's add a little bit of top coat so that we can get our next layer. And you may be asking, why are you top coating that now if you're still going to add? Because the top coat will create a barrier so that when I go in there with my antiquing waxes or gels or whatever it is I'm going to do to it, it will allow me to pull some back if I don't like it. Who's used wax or antiquing gel before and put it on there and then freaked out? I call it the freak out factor. Ah, oh my God, I ruined it. You didn't. If you put a layer of top coat on there first, it'll create a protective barrier and you'll be able to wipe that back. He's the sweetest stinker. He is. Honestly, he's here today, filling in for Ruth, packing up orders. I should dry these two at the same time. I could not do this business without him. He's the one who puts everything on our website. And I keep him busy, poor guy, because I'm always buying stuff. I'm like, oh, there's new stuff on the website. And he's like, again? Yeah. Thank you, Kitty, for sprinkling. Yes, he is awesome. So here's our little box so far. I may not be able to finish this one, but at least I can get it dry enough. And let's see if this is dry enough so that I can cut that. Not really. I'm doing it hanky-janky. Come on, Mira. You got a straight hand. There we go. Guys, I was a hairdresser for 42 years. I could certainly cut a straight line. I retired 6 years ago from my salon. I had a salon and boutique actually right across the street. So my little town is like Mayberry. Good morning. How are you doing, sweet Paula? We are doing a creative retreat here in September. Oh my gosh, I pulled off my color. Poopity poop. That's all right. It's because this wasn't dry all the way. That's all right. Good enough. Good enough, good enough. All right, I do have protective top coat on that. What's next? I think we decided paint, right? I think it's going to be pink. Pink, pink. All right, I need someone to remind me to take this out of inventory. So we're going to be using the delicate metallic and rose gold, or we just started carrying these amazing metallic waxes from Finnabair, and I have a coral wax. I was thinking maybe we can use a coral wax. No, you guys are liking the pink. I've been itching to try this. We're gonna do some product testing today in our group. Is your shop? No, Lorraine, our shop is in San Diego County. We're in Fallbrook, aka Mayberry. Carol was a hairdresser also. It's hard work for sure. No wonder you're so talented. It's in your hands. Yeah, I tell you what, I feel it. It's in my hands. I don't know about you, but I loved being a hairdresser. I started doing hair when I was 18 years old, and I retired. At like 59, 60. So, about how many? No, it was more than that. Was it 6 years or 3 years? Yeah, it was a long time. Over 40 years I had a salon. I worked all over the United States and in Europe. Had my own salon. All right, let's see if we like this color. I don't know. What do you think? That's good. Matches good with this. See if it matches with this. You know, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. You guys still saying pink? So this is the new Delicate Metallic in Rose Gold by Pendart. I don't know if I like it, y'all. I'm thinking maybe we should try the coral and see if we like that better. I'm thinking it's not quite the color I'm thinking it was going to be. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. It looks good. Jenny says it looks good. Okay. Anybody else? Denise. Hey, Sister Denise. I did not bring any of my metallic waxes. I have I just rented, I don't know, about 2 years ago, another space right next door to this building where I filmed for my private membership group, and I have most of my supplies over there. Otherwise, there'd be no retail space left. All right, you guys, yay or nay? Coral, try the coral. Let's try the coral. We have time. We have time. I'm thinking the coral might be better. I feel like it's too pink, I think. Guys, I kind of think I like the coral better. And then we'll add some dark wax in there. Look, there's the coral, there's the pink. Let's do a little bit more of the coral. It does look lilac on camera. Yeah, it's a beautiful pink. I'm just not sure it's the right shade. I think I prefer the coral. I'm not gonna lie. And there's the thing. I always tell my ladies in group, you don't always know what you like, but you always know what you don't like, right? Can I get an amen to that? Because when something looks good and you like it, you kind of get that happy feeling on the inside. But when it ain't right, it's like wah wah, like it's not good. A green moss would be pretty. And you know what, Maria? It would not be bad. You're right. But I don't have any here. It's next door. I think we're going to go with the coral. Even though this side is pink, I feel like this matches with this. But the coral kind of matches with that. Let's see. I think we're going to do the coral. I think we're going to do the coral. Let me add. So I'm using Cowgirl Coral by DIY Paint. DIY Paint, if you're not familiar with it, there's only 9 ingredients. Because I was a hairdresser for so many years, I had a lot of autoimmune issues, and I was exposed to a lot of toxins. This truly, there's no toxins in this at all. There's only 9 ingredients. There's no fillers. It is a true clay paint. It is probably the most expensive paint to manufacture because it's so saturated. You could water this down up to 8 times and still have color saturation. If your dog licked it or your kid ate it, it would not harm them at all. It doesn't say call poison control on the back. I mean, it's just a great paint. And if you like blending, it's a great paint to blend with. And I love this color. It has a lot of vibrant colors. In fact, there's like a few more colors coming out They also have a JRV line, cottage colors that has a built-in top coat. So if you like saving a step, there's some new cottage colors coming out on Monday. I think the coral is good. And especially if we add some antiquing gel in there, I think it's going to be really good. Go right over that pink. It is water reactivated, so until you seal it, if you hated it and changed your mind, you just wipe it all off. Which is great, because if you get it in your clothes or on yourself, it cleans really easily. It's easy to clean your brushes. It's just, plus, I love the smell of it. It doesn't, you know how you open up some paints and you smell ammonia? Or you smell the chemicals? This to me smells like Play-Doh. It's the clay. If you think about an old adobe house, a brick adobe house, I mean, this is like, this will stick to anything. I do like this color a lot, you guys. It totally pulls it together. Molly, that's a great question. I use IOD trimming 2 mold. There are 4 now. There are 4 trim molds in the IOD line. Hashtag website, one word, no spaces, will get you a direct link into your Facebook Messenger. After the live, you can go and check it out. Make sure you do sign up for our newsletters. Create an account on our website. If you're logged in, every time you place an order, you'll start earning loyalty points. And you know what? Sometimes your shipping is free, or sometimes you'll get discounts. And if you're in our membership group, you always get discounts on our website. But hey, free is my favorite F word. I mean, who doesn't want free something, right? Or discounts. As crafters and artists, we live for that. Because then that means you can just buy more stuff. Just saying. All right, I'm loving that. I think that was a good call, you guys. I think it was a really good call. All right, now let's get that dry. Once we get our antiquing gel on there, I am going to top coat it really quickly. Hey, Bronia. Dries really fast. You know what? I hate drying stuff, but we have to dry this really quick. We have 10 more minutes, and we still need to add our aging on this box here. I think it's going to be very springy, really fresh looking. Thank you for those hearts, Lorraine. Hey, if you like this, smash up them hearts. I love to see those hearts going up there. And if you're not following us, what you waiting for? 7 people away from our next goal of 21,000 followers. Yahoo! We might even celebrate and do a giveaway on Friday night. What do you think if we can do that today? Should we do that, Mr. Stinkeye?
Oh, heck yes.
Oh, heck yes, he says. The man says, heck yes. Look at those hearts.
We got a garage full of stuff we can give away.
We do.
Yeah.
Woohoo! That's for you. All right, let's add a top coat on there. Again, because it's going to enable me to pull some of this back. Oops. And I'm going to use my same brush. And then I'm going to put this in front of the fan, because we're going to have to pull that back.
How many people away are you from 20?
7 friends away
You're
from
4 away now.
4 away. 3 more people. Y'all, 3 more people.
4 more. You're 4 away. 4 more.
Mary said her husband walked by. He knew I was watching. He recognized my voice. Yeah, old big mouth. Hey, Lisa Fowler. Welcome. You guys are never late. You know, time is the most precious thing we have. Thank you for spending your time with us here today. I so appreciate it. All right. Let's get that in front of the fan. Let's get that in front of the fan so that I don't have to sit there and dry. I'm really impatient when it comes to stuff like
Oh, no, not you.
yeah. Susan here's diabolical. Shocker. Susan loves the coral. I think we made a good choice. Although I do love this. Remind me to take this out of inventory. I do love that. I do. Oh, you know what? I need another brush and some more top coat.
Go get it.
Go get it. Did you just say go get it?
I did.
You guys, he's sassy today. The man has got sass. Thank you so much, Carol, for the stars. That's so sweet of you. Never expected, but always appreciated. Thank you, Mandy, for following. All right, now, so this is not quite dry, but this side is. So we're going to be taking our antiquing gel in brown. I typically use ochre. It's like a tea stain color. This comes in 11 colors. It's on our website under the Pent Art category. And let me get some wipies ready. Do this really quick. Let's do this really quick. I am actually going to add a little bit of water to this. We're only 2 away now. Oh my gosh, how exciting. How exciting. 2, 2, 2.
2 minutes in 1.
I was thinking that. 2 minutes in 1. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is a water-based product, which I love better than dark wax, because if I waxed this and I hated it, I'd have to remove the wax. With water-based product, you can paint right over it. So this is going to bring out all that detail in there. And over here. Just so that it doesn't look so new. Just a few more minutes. Let me see, 10:41. Can you see? You can see it a little bit now. It looks. I like things a little grungy. I like my grunge and I cannot lie. All right, so this is the brown. Typically, I go for the ochre, which is like a sepia tea stain color. But because it's already kind of that color anyway, I wanted to do something a little bit darker. Just to get into all those little nooks and crannies. And let's see if our box is dry. Not quite. Almost. Okay, so let's do a recap if you're just joining us. We painted the box in DIY crinoline, which is my favorite white. It's kind of like a country white. We used 2 decoupage papers. One is number 3335, and then the second one is just scraps, and that was number 3307. Can you grab me that egg that's right above you? You see it right there?
This egg?
Yeah, just the egg.
I can grab it, yeah.
Can I have it?
Oh, you want it? Go for a pass.
Don't throw it.
Whoa.
No, don't you do that. So this was what was in the middle of that paper. And it's it's got some eggs in there, it's got some butterflies in there, it's got some floral in there. All right, this has got to dry. Right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 2 followers away from $21,000. $21,000. Oh my God, can you imagine? Followers. Little. Hey, Vivi. This is my girl. We have a small studio here in Fallbrook, but we love bringing our dogs We've got two golden doulas. They're actually sisters. And this one is a troublemaker. Trust me.
This is
It's
the
a good
sister
thing.
you don't let out of the house.
That's the sister you don't let out of the house. Exactly right. She is the troublemaker. It's a good thing she's cute. That's what I say about you, Mr. Stink Eye.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
right.
good thing you're cute. All right, I think
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
I think this is going to be okay. And I don't know that I want it watered down. I think I'm going to go in. Yep, that's my Vivienne. We have 3 dogs. They all have French names. We have Gigi, we have Vivienne, and we have Coco.
And we have LaFay.
And our last name is LaFay, yes. Hey, Vivi. So this is going to get it in all those nooks and crannies, and it's also going to tone it down. And I probably will throw some gold over just to hit the high spots. So because this is water-based, if you hated this, oh my God, my time is up, you guys. My time is officially up. I only got 45 minutes and we're done. So this is what it's gonna look like. Let me show you all the different sides. Hashtag website will get you a direct link for all the products, you guys. My time is officially up. If you want to see the rest of the presenters, it's a full day of crafting. Hit the refresh button, or you can just go to the Craft Round the Clock link in my description. God bless you, ladies. Private group, I will see you later tonight. Look at those hearts. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you guys. I'll post a picture. Thank you, sir. I promise. Okay, bye.